This review was made possible by contributions from viewers like you.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the studio's cash grabbing and copyright flagging for reasons unclear. It's the most wonderful time of the year. They're the dumbest movies they sell. All the holiday tripe that makes me wanna gripe. Seriously, what the hell? They're the dumbest movies they sell. Oh, why me? There'll be movies for riffing, comics for nitpicking. Of course, it must be a Bob show. There'll be bad animation, dogs talking, damnation, and plots that you cannot follow. What the hell's going on? It's the most wonderful time of the year. I might be misbehaving, but I've got my raven under mistletoe. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Hey guys, as I've said before in reviews past, I love rooting for the underdog. That said, I refuse to cheer somebody on just because they're the littlest. Case in point, let's take a look at Elliot, the littlest reindeer. The trailer for this movie shows us a little pony who has big dreams about flying with Santa, and that's fine. Achieving your impossible dream makes for good character motivation. But I'm not going to be manipulated into cheering for a protagonist just because they're small. If I don't like them for their personality, I don't care. Our movie begins in Santa's hidden compound, complete with his own Quidditch pitch, where Kurt Russell Claus and the missus are showing Lois Lane how the reindeer are doing. But oh no, one of them is missing. It's just too bad that we'll never find a replacement, preferably one with a big heart to offset how little he is. We then jump to the Witty Bitty Petting Zoo in North Dakota, where we find our hero Elliot training to be Santa's next reindeer. Okay. Looking at the trailer, I thought that Elliot was going to be another of Santa's work animals, but he lives on a farm in America? Why would Santa hold open auditions for his sleigh team instead of relying solely on his own animals? Does he outsource his manufacturing anytime one of his elves has a sick day as well? Helping Elliot is a goat named Hazel, and you'll see how little sense that makes in a minute.
I don't even know why we're bothering with this. Really, just give it a decade or two and global warming is gonna make this a total non-issue.
Call me crazy, Elliot, but I don't think our strategy should be predicated on an ecological catastrophe from which the world will never recover.
Speaking of bad strategies, it's probably not a good idea to bring up global warming in a movie where a pony is trying to be one of Santa's reindeer.
Why is that not a good idea? Don't we want to teach kids about climate change?
Not in a movie that's full of ridiculous nonsense. Remember Help, I'm a Fish?
Yes. Turning people into fish really isn't the answer.
I wouldn't think so, no. After Elliot fails at climbing the snowbank, like Santa's reindeer always do, we then meet Walter, the owner of the petting zoo, who Elliot refers to as Coach.
Ah, Coach, you worry too much. Hey, guess what? I finally broke 15 seconds.
Okay, so Walter is talking to Elliot. Elliot is talking back, except he doesn't know that he can't speak English? This must make for some really awkward conversations. Come on, Elliot, let's get back to work. You can take this job and stuff it in your stocking. I'm gonna fly on Santa's sleigh team someday. You'll see. I love you too.
If you just give me a chance, I know I'd have a shot at making Santa's team. I just know it.
Elliot, I can't understand you. I'm not one of Santa's elves.
What? You can't understand him, but you somehow know exactly what it is that he's trying to accomplish? For some reason, we have another horse who's done up like Braveheart. It's worth pointing out that this movie was released in 2018. What child watching this movie is going to understand that reference? If this is a joke meant for the adults, what adult is going to look at this and not just be terribly confused? Why would a horse be done up like Braveheart? Because he's Scottish? Why would a horse, Scottish or not, even be aware of that movie? How did he put on that makeup? Why is Jeff Dunham playing this guy? Did he owe somebody a favor?
Oh, shut it.
You dumbasses!
We then meet our villain, who looks like Marilyn Manson got freaky with Edna from The Incredibles. She owns a beef jerky company, but Walter thinks that she wants to buy his animals so she can give them a good home. Because he's an idiot. After the running of the goats, which is apparently the most exciting form of entertainment in these here parts, we also see that there are 7 reindeer in this petting zoo, which means that if someone wanted to study how to be a reindeer themselves, they'd be able to get a very well-informed opinion on what that would mean. So why the hell is Elliot learning how to be a reindeer from a goat?
Hey everyone, I'm all warmed up and ready to go. Hey, come on guys, make some room.
Yo, Mini-Man! I thought I made myself clear yesterday! When you gonna give up, Runt? Cause DJ is getting tired of this.
Oh, I'll never give up, so DJ better get used to it.
For a reindeer!
Stinking reindeer. Think they're so special.
Don't you think that they're special? They are who you're trying to be, right? Word gets out of Blitzen retiring from Santa's sleigh team, and by word gets out, I mean Santa's elves hold a frickin' press conference. So naturally, Elliot is excited about the possibility of getting to join the sleigh team himself. If news of Blitzen's retiring is only now breaking, why were these guys training to be on the sleigh team in the first place?
Why Santa insists on working with reindeer when any other animal could do a better job, I'll never know.
Even with magical flying powers, I don't think the sleigh would get that far if it was being pulled by gerbils.
Ooh, I think a team of flying bunny rabbits might do the trick.
Also, oh hi, other horse character voiced by Jeff Fafa. Elliot and Hazel overhear Walter making a deal to sell off the animals, and Elliot decides that there's only one thing to do. Sneak aboard Walter's rocket car so he can compete against their star reindeer DJ for the open position on Santa's sleigh team. And this will save his animal friends from becoming beef jerky, because... dreams? Yeah, I have no idea what Elliot's plan is. I don't even know how he hopes to beat DJ, who actually knows how to reindeer. Or is he counting on winning because of his big heart?
You know, DJ's gonna miss y'all when he's working with the big man.
We're gonna miss you too, DJ.
Oh, DJ didn't really mean it. He was just being polite. See you on the other side, suckers!
All the subtlety of Butch the Bully. I wasn't kidding about that rocket car thing from before. Apparently this world has commercially available Jetsons cars, and this mental dead end was somehow allowed to buy one for himself and learn how to operate it. They fly to Santa's compound, because of course anyone can just go there.
Oh yeah, I own a timeshare up there.
And Elliot and Hazel sneak off to register before anyone notices them, while everyone else is registering at the same time.
Walter Whittick III, right?
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
'Cause you look exactly like my next girlfriend.
Don't give him that look, lady. We all know that's the only reason you're in this movie.
Oh man, this is perfect! Everyone in the world is gonna want to visit the petting zoo that produced Santa's first non-reindeer reindeer. Coach will make so much money, he won't have to sell us anymore.
And all you have to do is beat 20 of the world's toughest contenders in a grueling 3-day competition to make it happen!
So does Hazel believe in him or not? And seriously, Elliot, that's your plan? You're going to quickly learn that horses aren't allowed to compete in these trials, so the only way to get in is to disguise yourself as just another reindeer. How are you supposed to flaunt your non-reindeerness when being a reindeer is the only thing that'll keep you in the game? You're only here so you can try to accomplish your own goals. You're not fooling anyone, Elliot. We all see you.
This is some quality produce.
Hello, Junior.
Hello, father of DJ, who doesn't look, sound, or act in any way like DJ. John Cleese, what are you doing here? Did you really have nothing else going on?
How are things at the brittle... what's that place called again?
Whittick's Witty Bitty Farm, which you'd know if you ever bothered to visit.
Yes. Well... oh, dear. Good luck, son. Oh, and Junior.
Yeah, Dad?
Try not to embarrass me, okay?
Nope. Sorry. Don't care. You already spent too much time and energy making us hate DJ for being an unrepentant douchebag of a bully. It's too late to make us start caring about him now. After Elliot introduces us to his competition, who, again, have been training for years somehow, we get a little briefing from Santa's head elf, Lemon Drop.
Okay, here's the deal. We've got 3 days to find our next Blitzen. Of course, when we set up this system, we envisioned a much longer process. But since your predecessor proved, like so many before him, that reindeer are unreliable, self-absorbed, egomaniacal quitters who possess nary a hint of social responsibility nor personal honor...
Who do you think you are?
Not all reindeer, man!
This guy is amazing.
Oh, I see. You're under the impression that reindeers are noble creatures. Hey, I got a good idea. How about I enlighten you to the way things really are? It all started in 1953, when Vixen decided to have a family and move to the suburbs. Now, I'll be the first to admit the Vixen thing caught us off guard. Of course, our real mistake was thinking that it was a fluke, because 14 years later, along comes a little movement known as Flower Power, and Comet takes off to some ashram to find himself. Then, in 1988, Cupid defected to Moscow after falling in love again, this time with a little Siberian number by the name of Vladlina. Which brings us to last year's incident, when Prancer decided he needed some me time. I mean, have you ever heard such self-absorbed baloney in all your life? Oh, wait, look who I'm talking to. Of course you have.
Wait a minute. Sam, are you kidding me?
Save your whining for the sports psychologist. The point is, punks, it's no longer just about skill. We're looking for strength of character, integrity, loyalty, qualities that seem to have eluded your species for quite some time.
Okay, how's this for strength of character? Sit and spin. I don't gotta work for a racist like you. I'm walking. Goodbye. They have their first foot race. Elliot comes in last, and this is enough to get the attention of Sasha, the obligatory love interest deer. She invites Elliot to a little after party, where the other reindeer are trying to climb the North Pole.
What's that stuff all over it? Butter. Makes it good and slippery.
And the writer's personal fetishes somehow made their way into this kid's film. So the point of this dumb little game is for each individual reindeer to climb the pole and grab this Santa hat, and somehow Elliot convinces the lot of them that he should win by having them form a reindeer-human pyramid, and he should just climb to the top of it and win it himself. And he does it under the guise of it being a team effort, so not only is he a cheater, but he's also a con artist, since he's convincing others that his cheating is perfectly okay. Such a wonderful message for the kids.
Whoa, hold up. Do I know you, little dude?
Only for your entire life! Meanwhile, Lois Lane and Hazel discover a secret hangar that's full of completely modernized, rocket-propelled sleighs.
What are you doing back here?
What is all this?
It's how the North Pole keeps up with the rest of the world. And it's supposed to be top secret.
Which is why I'm telling you what it is.
I suppose we couldn't expect to keep it a secret forever.
Keep what a secret?
How we survived the Prancer crisis, of course. How do you think Santa handled a typhoon, 2 blizzards, and the worst fog the eastern seaboard had ever seen with his team down a man?
Is there any reason why we shouldn't just brush it off because of his magical powers?
Everyone knows last year was an outright disaster. The one thing Santa didn't do was handle it.
Of course he handled it! He was just a little late.
A little? Try 7 hours.
The candy cane has cracked. I repeat, the candy cane has cracked.
We did what we had to do, and we got the job done. These sleighs are something else. No need to be fed or groomed. Don't need any sleep or exercise. 100% hassle-free. Oh, I love technology.
You know, I'm sure there are plenty of other things you could be doing under Santa's employ. If you really hate working with the reindeer so much, why not just ask for a different job and let someone else handle the reindeer? Speaking of handling the reindeer, Dunham Horse number 2 tries to get DJ ready for the next game, but he's a bit under the weather.
He's sick? After everything we worked for? No. He wouldn't get up for you either? This can't be happening.
So can this asshole understand the animals or not? Make up your mind, movie! The second trial is a test of flying prowess, and the reindeer are given some of Mrs. Claus's magic cookies, granting them the ability to fly through rings like this was Superman 64. And all I can do is wonder what the hell was even the point of the first contest, since what are the odds that they need to do anything on the ground, let alone all of this? Also, if flying with this kind of proficiency can be achieved by just eating a cookie, why would Santa have any problems with his sleigh team at all? Someone drops out, and he just immediately replaces them with a regular reindeer to whom he feeds one of his cookies, no problem. Donner suggests that DJ get over what in actuality is clearly a fear of flying by eating a few more cookies than the other reindeer. Similarly, Hazel has just scarfed down an entire batch of cookies herself, so she can fly now too.
Wait, what? DJ? Is this actually happening?
What if it is actually happening? You have no reason to think he's doing anything wrong. Also, you're hallucinating a tiny llama on a peppermint. Why do you trust your senses?
The jaded monkey flies at midnight.
DJ's a cheat!
How do you know that? How did you piece together that DJ's cheating from said hallucination of a tiny llama saying, "The jade monkey flies at midnight"? DJ, who remember is allegedly cheating right now, gets a solid score of 9, then Elliot gets a perfect score of 10 without the aid of extra cookies because the movie hates me. If we're supposed to regard eating too many cookies as a means of cheating, why isn't anyone suspicious of how this reindeer who came in last during the first contest is suddenly coming in first for this one? This doesn't look a little strange to anyone? Elliot's horsehood is finally revealed. Not like that.
Oh, thank God.
And the cat's out of the bag.
Did you know about this, Walter?
Me? Of course not. Well, this is certainly a first. A pony at the North Pole trial.
He's the least of your problems.
What's that supposed to mean?
DJ is a cheater. I saw him. He ate 2 extra cookies.
That is an outrageous, slanderous, and egregious falsehood! DJ's never cheated a day in his life!
Then how come you're the only reindeer still in the air?
Who cares? It's not like him being in the air longer makes him be in the air any better. This little hoo-ha is the final straw, and Santa puts the kibosh on his entire association with reindeer in favor of running the rocket sleighs full-time. Because over the course of hundreds of years, a handful of reindeer having personal issues or interests outside of being a means of locomotion is enough to break the jolliness of Santa Claus. Kiss my ass, movie. So now that this little plan's gone to pot, all that Elliot and Hazel can do is go home to try to live in the wild with their animal friends.
Ugh, you ruined everything, Hazel. Did you see the way the reindeer looked at me back there?
Elliot, reindeer are jerks. They've always been jerks, and they always will be jerks. Even Santa understands that. Santa!
But they all hate me now.
Have you forgotten why we're here? To save our friends. As soon as we get home, we'll round everyone up and hit the road. At least we've got each other. That's what counts, isn't it? Isn't it, Elliot?
I don't know anything anymore.
Oh no, Elliot's friendship with Hazel is on the rocks. I sure hope they get things patched up by the third act, or else how else is he going to achieve his dream, because I so care right now.
His big heart will make it happen somehow.
I suppose you want to comment. From the idiot coach who somehow missed the fact that he had not 1, but 2 cheating players on his roster? Well, newsflash, I got nothing for you.
I actually wanted to see how you were doing.
I just spontaneously started caring about you instead of stepping on anyone I could to get a story. Yeah, I have no idea how I got here either. Elliot overhears Walter calling German Jerky Lady about how he just faxed her the necessary papers so she can take his animals whenever she likes.
Where's Hazel?
We assume she was with you.
We have to find her, right now!
You that anxious to get back to your sad little life, Mini-Man?
I won't have a life to get back to if we don't get home before sundown. None of us will.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time to explain.
Then I suggest you make time.
Thank you! How hard is it to say, we need to save our friends before they get processed into beef jerky? Elliot tells them everything, but they still need to find Hazel before going back home to save their friends.
I can't find her anywhere.
Well, we'll have to leave her. It's every animal for themselves from here on in.
What is this, the Thunderdome?
As embarrassingly stupid as DJ has been this whole time, what makes you think he would understand that reference? You should really just get beyond Thunderdome. Where is Hazel? She and Lois Lane have somehow been working together to discover that Lemon Drop was behind every reindeer's retirement. So, yeah. He hates reindeer for being lazy and unreliable because he made them lazy and unreliable. Wrap your brain around that one.
Lemon Drop orchestrated every reindeer retirement since 1953.
That's preposterous.
Cue the surveillance footage, Sugar Plum.
Surveillance footage? You use the naughty or nice technology on us, too? Oh, for heaven's sakes, I was only trying to help you.
I want you gone by the end of the day, Lemon Drop.
You're firing me? Go ahead. Fine. You'll see. The reindeer will let you down again. The sleighs are the only way to protect Christmas. They're the answer to your problem, buddy.
When did bringing joy to the children of the world become a problem?
When their population reached almost 1 billion. How can one man and 8 dim-witted reindeer possibly be expected to keep up?
We've managed so far.
Only because of me! Me! I'm the one who manages logistics. I'm the one who oversees production. I'm the one who updates technology.
If you're the one who updates the technology, then how did you overlook Santa's naughty or nice surveillance? Then he goes into full-on supervillain mode and very slowly creates a monster snowstorm. Wait a minute, why does Santa have a machine that creates snowier weather than what nature itself would provide? Isn't bad weather, like, the third leading cause of ruined Christmases? Why would he have this thing? Luckily, the rocket sleighs are so reliable that they can withstand any kind of weather. Oh no, wait, they all get sucked up like they're nothing. Never mind. And oh no, Hazel's caught in the wind. How horribly tragic.
We gotta go! What are you doing? Let me go! I have to save her!
It's too late!
That and, you can't fly!
It's got an emergency shutdown, just like home.
Yeah, remember that emergency shutdown switch from that climate control thingy? Of course you don't, because the movie never bothered pointing it out. Walter turns it off, Elliot's gabbing away, and because he never pays attention to it, neither do we. There's no reason for him to be reminded of this emergency shutdown, and even if he did have reason to be reminded of it, he shouldn't have any idea how to turn it off since it wasn't him who turned it off at home. But yeah, despite all logic, reason, and practicality, Elliot stops the machine by doing something the movie couldn't even be bothered to show us. Filmmaking at its finest. Elliot also manages to save Hazel, thanks to breaking a little physics. Again, it couldn't be one of the reindeer to fly up and get her, because Elliot has to be the hero just by virtue of him being the littlest. Ugh. Meanwhile, back at the ranch...
That's right, goats. Nice and easy.
Oh. I like you, little horse. I like you very much.
Walter has to fly back to stop German Jerky Lady from taking his animals, and because he's a frickin' moron, he tries to fly back home in his rickety rocket car instead of asking for the aid of Santa, who can fly anywhere in the world in a matter of seconds. How the hell can it be that the existence of Santa Claus is common knowledge, but Santa is somehow not the first person to turn to when you need to get somewhere fast? Elliot asks Santa for a few more cookies so that he can pull the car himself, and Santa still offers him the chance to compete.
You still want me to compete?
I may have been a little hasty in my decision before. All right, I was definitely hasty. I understand why you did what you did.
Me too, Santa?
No, DJ, not you. But you're welcome to try out next time. Everybody deserves a second chance.
Which is why I'm not giving you a second chance right now. Elliot declines, conceding that Sasha would have just beaten him anyway. Which should be true, even though it inexplicably wouldn't be. So he and DJ fly back to the farm, but it would appear that they're too late.
I never should have left. I should have stayed to help my friends.
And what would you have done exactly?
Big heart?
But all is not lost, as they find... this.
Make it stop! Creepy goat eyes bore a hole in my soul! Make it stop!
What is even happening?
You tell us!
They've gone full goat! No one can withstand the full goat!
Does going full goat somehow tie people up? So, yeah. Going full goat, which is just looking at her apparently, is enough to stop German Jerky Lady, and she's taken away.
Can you believe she's wanted in 3 states?
Who knows how many animals you saved tonight?
Yeah, why is she wanted in 3 states again? Is it because she only buys animals from idiots who are too stupid to know what she does and who have no business owning animals in the first place? I'm no lawyer, but I'm inclined to think that there's nothing wrong with a meat mogul purchasing animals to be processed into meat products.
Excuse me. I think there's something wrong with a meat mogul purchasing animals to be processed into meat products.
Okay, there's nothing illegal about a meat mogul purchasing animals to be processed into meat products?
Well, there should be.
Anyway, Santa arrives with a little proposition for our heroes.
It seems we still have an opening on the team.
I don't get what you mean.
How many ways can that be misconstrued? It would appear that there's an extra hole in Santa's team because DJ's dad confessed to cookie abuse as well. And I have no idea what the problem is. If these reindeer can't fly on their own power, what's so terrible about increasing their ability to fly by eating more magic cookies? Again, these cookies do nothing to enhance their performance, only their ability to fly in the first place. This is like an athlete coming clean about eating a healthy diet of fruits and vegetables. Why is this a problem? So Elliot joins Santa's sleigh team, complete with his own monogrammed harness, because of course he does. And he lives happily ever after, hooray!
Bye, Elliot!
Have a great flight!
Now that's a story.
Everybody loves an underdog. Or horse, I guess, in this case.
I mean it. People are gonna really respond to this. You might want to think about sprucing this place up.
Oh, yeah?
I have a feeling that after this story gets out, the Witty Bitty is gonna get pretty popular.
And then the credits roll without showing us that the Witty Bitty is really popular, because why would it be? So that was Elliot, the littlest thought in a screenplay. You'd think this would be your classic story about a small protagonist with a big heart overcoming the odds, but it's like it got bored with its own hackneyed premise halfway through and just did whatever came to mind. The animation can't decide if it wants to look like a movie released in 2018 or a cutscene from a PS2 game. The characters are all idiots. Lemon Drop especially so for creating his own grievance for absolutely no reason. The world in which the existence of Santa Claus has common knowledge but futuristic technology is everywhere is just confusing. And the subplot about the farm being saved from Elliot's joining Santa's team only makes him look more selfish since he gets to achieve his dream and become a hero in the process. If this was just about him getting to fly with the reindeer, that'd be fine. But saving a farm full of animals he clearly cares nothing about?
Well, pardon me for wanting to do something important with my life. Nobody cares about the goat run!
Yeah, this is all about stroking his own ego. In short, Elliot the littlest reindeer deserves nothing but the littlest amount of time watching it. See you later.
First you learn to crawl. Who do I turn to if I just hit the wall? Walking through fire over a wire, mired in doubt. Feels like I'm running in quicksand, sinking in the ground. I'm right on my feet, wasting up the moment, soiled to seed. Something deep inside Some say it's always darkest before the dawn. Shadows will show you where the light comes from. The rise and the falls, disguises and all, let them fall to the ground. Coursing through veins, breaking shackles and chains, take the reins and run. I'm light on my feet, wasting another moment, soiled to seed. Something deep inside is open, life at full speed. Can put me through the paces, small as I seem. 'Cause I'm off, yeah, I'm off to the races. Oh, yeah, I'm off.
Hey guys, I got a package to open from an unknown member of my audience here. Let's see what we got inside. And we've got a letter. That's the receipt. Ah, here we go. Here's a good movie for you to review this holiday season. Executive producer, Jacob Fiesel. Oh, thank you, Jacob.
Hi, Jacob. A good movie for next holiday season.
Let's see what this good movie is.
Oh, you're kidding.
I hate you so much.
Was good in quotes?
Santa versus the Snowman.
What was good in quotes?
I don't think it was.
Did he mean it ironically?
You must have. Nope, no quotes. It just says, here's a good movie. Thank you for getting my hopes up, you dick.
Shame on you.
Oh dear. As seen in IMAX theaters? This was an IMAX? I mean, granted, it's by Steve Oedekerk. He's got some pull in Hollywood, but really?
Maybe it's better than you think?
Maybe? I don't know. All I remember is seeing the trailer for this, and it just looked rancid.
Oh no.
One of a kind, hilarious holiday fun for all. From the Academy Award nominated creator of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, what, not gonna mention Thumbtanic, comes a dazzling, laugh-out-loud, action-packed comedy that will delight the entire family. In this 3D holiday treat, you'll discover Santa's magical world as it's never been seen before. I don't know, I've seen Santa's world look like this a few times. When a lonely snowman wants to be a part of the holiday fun, he decides to impersonate Santa. Oh, this is sounding horrible. A hilarious clash ensues where rocket-propelled reindeer face off against snowball-launching igloos. The igloos are throwing snowballs?
The igloos are alive?
That's what it sounds like. Santa vs. the Snowman is the perfect holiday gift, with highly inventive animation. Really? This one of a kind.
Didn't say good, it just said inventive.
Well, okay, granted. Semantics. This one of a kind 3D experience is destined to become a perennial holiday classic. Oh dear. This is gonna be. Well, I don't know what it's gonna be. It looks terrible, but Steve Oedekerk? Guy knows how to be funny.
Open mind.
Open mind, yes. So, thank you for that, Jacob. I'm definitely going to have to take a peek at that for the upcoming holiday season. I don't know if upcoming means July or December later in the year, but we shall see. And anyone wants to send me any packages, movies, fan mail, etc., just go ahead and ship it to the P.O. box in the corner there. I'll see you guys later.
Subscribe, like, follow, comment.